Time now for a look through the French papers. For that, I'm joined by Florence Villemino.
Hi, Chris.
To you, Flo. As you would expect, events in South Carolina dominating things here in France as well.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the front page, first of all, of Libération. Libération talks about black pain today. It talks about not only pain, but also anger, fear, in the wake of that deadly shooting in Charleston, South Carolina. This hate crime fans the flame of a racial divide that's increasingly visible in the United States, according to Libération. And inside, Libération has a quote by singer Solange Knowles that actually reflects what a lot of African Americans are feeling right now. Where can we be safe? Where can we be free? Where can we be black? According to Libération, this shooting really shatters the fantasy of a post-racial America that many people thought had arrived with the election of America's first black president, Barack Obama. And
since his election, some surveys suggesting that the problem's actually got worse.
That's right. Libération actually interviews a U.S. history specialist, François Durper, who says that this shooting actually reflects the persistence of racism in post-Obama America. There hasn't been an increase in hate crimes, but racism has not been erased with his election. And actually, according to the Southern Poverty Center, the number of white supremacist or Ku Klux Klan or neo-Nazi groups has actually increased since Obama's election. It's gone from 888 of these groups to over 1,000 of these groups in 2012. Now, this shooting, of course, comes in a very tense context in the United States. So there was already an ongoing debate about race, about police brutality following the events in Ferguson, Baltimore, Staten Island, northern Charleston. There was already a Black Lives Matters movement, and this shooting is certainly going to fan the flames of that.
Okay, Greek debt talks and their lack of results yesterday also focused on here in France, and many people wondering what exactly the Greek Prime Minister is up to in Russia.
What is Alexis Tsipras doing in Russia? It's not Tintin in the land of Soviets, it's Tsipras in the land of Soviets, according to Aujourd'hui en France here. Officially, of course, he's gone to St. Petersburg for the International Economic Forum, but lots of papers here in France are saying that he's actually gone to Russia to look for some love or perhaps some money. If we take a look at L'Opinion today, they say that Tsipras is seeking comfort from Vladimir Putin. It's a major gamble, though, for Tsipras, according to L'Opinion. It's likely to annoy Europe, first of all, which is in an ongoing arm-wrestling match with Russia over Ukraine. Now, what's interesting is this meeting is officially, well, mutually beneficial for Russia and Greece, according to L'Opinion, because it shows that neither of the countries are actually isolated on the international scene. Will it be financially beneficial for Greece, though? According to L'Opinion, that's not a done deal. In fact, the Russian finance minister this week warned that it's not in his budget.
Okay, next up, the Pope, who has once again been getting political.
That's right. Now, there was a very, very highly anticipated, very controversial encyclical that was unveiled yesterday. What in the world is a papal encyclical? It's a teaching document, essentially. Well, the Pope jumped right into the very controversial debate on the environment. You can see La Croix here, the Christian paper. Of course, it has the skinny on all this. The Pope calls for an ecological revolution. What did the Pope actually say in this 180-page document? Well, he warned about the destruction of the Earth's ecosystem. He actually cast the blame for this ecological crisis on the indifference of the powerful. Now, the Pope called for everyday people, normal people, to change their lifestyles, their energy consumption, or they will face grave consequences. The idea is to change little gestures every day, but also the Pope called on rich nations to actually pay their debt to the poor and also to replace fossil fuels with renewable energy.
Speaking of the planet, the Bourget Airshow here in Paris.
That's right. 20 Minutes focuses on the planes of tomorrow, and they're going to be green or greenish, according to 20 Minutes. It's really the big challenge of plane makers is how to, well, reduce the energy consumption of planes and also reduce pollution thereby. Now, engineers are trying to make planes lighter and find alternatives to kerosene. If you actually want to check out these planes from the future, that's what 20 Minutes calls them, you can actually head to Le Bourget yourself. The air show is open to the public today.
Might just go there. Florence, thanks very much for joining us. We're going to take a very short break.